Yeah, okay. So this is how you create a document in the LaTeX by writing slash document, and you need to define over here what kind of document you are going to prepare. So right now we'll go for an article that will be a very small page, right? So after this, you need to begin your document. What kind of text you're going to write it? So slash begin and specify what you're going to use as document. Okay, and then we'll start here the text what we need to be displayed. You can see what you see is what you get will not work here. As I'm going for three different lines, you will see that this the representation in the actual output PDF file will be different as compared to what we used to do in Microsoft Word. I'll save this file and I'll run here. You can see a green button over here. You can press on this, right? So a console output will be appearing here. Okay, the spelling mistake is here, END. I'll run again. So you can see here a file is being shown here. See, this is the text. You can see the header, the footer, the margin on the upper side is being auto set, right? So I do not have to define all those. How the page number you can see here, right? I have magnified the document. The page number automatically appears. The margins are also automatically set, right? Now I've written here in three different lines. This is the first document, second line, and this is the third line. Where you can see here, it is coming all in a very first line, right? So I need to define some syntax here that I need this document on the new line, right? I'll save this and again run it. Yeah, now you can see here there's a difference that this is the first line of the entire document. That means it will be a paragraph, so it takes this difference, fine difference of four spaces, right? And when I go for new line after this is the first document, it will be starting with the actual margin setting, right? So this is how the you can say type settings for LaTeX is being used, right? So this is used extensively. So basically when you write your LaTeX code, it is a plain text with an extension of .tex. You can see over here I've given name as LaTeX class tutorial 2020.tex, right? And what output we are getting here is in terms of PDF, right? So this is the file. Both files are available on your path where you have saved this text file and PDF file. Default wherever you are using this text file, automatically when you run this code, you'll be getting a PDF file on the same path. Right now, let's see some preamble of a document where you need to have some things which are default, right? And it must be preamble. That means some, as in your document class, as in begin document, or if I want to go for abstract, or if I want to use some external packages for my look and feel, if I want to apply some another theme rather than this a simple UI, right? So I can use those also, but there are some rules while writing this code that such kind of syntax declaration which will be applied for the entire document, right? That would be written on the very first line in the beginning ones. So we'll see that how to write it, right? Now we have seen some simple, you can say document or a simple line of text to be displayed on the your PDF, right? In preamble, what we do is we define the type of the document, what we are going to write here, right? And the language also. Now, language will be English here. No, there are, you can say, different text code formats to be displayed here, right? Basically, we use as UTF-8 ASCII codes, right? In that way. So it is being converted into what type of text you want to appear in the output file, right? So, for instance, we'll see a normal document as in preamble. How would it look like? So we'll keep this. Remember one thing: these curly braces starting and opening will be mandated, right? So this will be as in a hard coded. So this has to work according to the syntax. And if I write it in square brackets in this way, that will be an optional part, right? So what I need to do is, if I want my font size to be consistent in the entire document, I do not want to change it anywhere. So what I'll do is I'll define my size as 12 points, 12 pt, right? And I do not want my page to be default for A4. I want to change it to letter size. So I'll go for letter paper, right? And I'll still keep it as article. It's same syntax, document class. What we're going to add here is the font size and the type of paper, right? Now I'll use one more package to define what kind of text I'm going to use. So to include a package, you write syntax as use package, right? Then UTF-8. This is the latest version of the package for text on the web, which we use. And then input encoder. ENC. This is how we write it. Right. Then we'll take a title, because when I define title, the font will be changing even if I have written my document class as 12. So all text which is not heading, title or subheading will appearing as 12, and remaining it will be 16 for heading, 14 for subheading, and 12 for any text which is under those heading or subheadings, right? So you do not have to take care whether the format is right or wrong. If I define this as title, it will be appearing as in the default what we are used it, right? And I'll use author also. And a small slight change here. Whenever I want to thank some institute or a particular person who has helped me in this writing of the article or a technical project, right? I highlight his name in the footer also. So you can write here as Thanksgiving. And the author tag. Date I can also add here. Then we'll start the document. So whatever we have written before starting the document will be considered as the preamble. Then begin document. After you begin a document, what you need to start is the title page, which you have defined in the preamble. The title and again end that, end title page. And we started here as end title is some text to be displayed and end document. I'll save this and compile it. Yes, you can see here. Hope I can minimize this document. Yeah, you can see now the page borders here. Hmm. This is how we write a document. See, you can see the font size for a title, right? The author, and you can also see thanks given. Yeah, it's here. Right. So I have not used any underline, right? So this star indicates what I'm going to write over here, right? So this will be an indication for, suppose I'm having some courtesy with respect to what title, or you can say what concept I'm going to use, right? So I can refer with this for the particular page where a special keyword is being mentioned, and then go for here, right? So in this way it will be writing here, this is the page one, right? Now you can see I've ended this and taken a new page. Automatically it goes to new page, right? So page numbering here will be different. We'll see that concept. But here you can see if I'm going to create a title, it will be taking a whole lot new page, and whatever the text is, it will be automatically going for the next page. So these are standard formats, you can say, used for writing the technical document, right? What we basically would have done in Word is these lines would be here somewhere. So this line spacing, you can see there's a difference between the title and the author, and then the date, right? So these are having some specific you can say line spacing. So all standardization of writing for technical documents is being used here, right? So if you're writing your chapter, right, if you're having different chapters in your project, we use 102 point line spacing, and that is left aligned, right, sorry, right aligned in a left manner, right? So in this way you can change this alignment also. If you do not want in centered, you can go for right align or left align, but default things are considered as a standard, so we'll go for those default things. You can later on change as per your requirement. Okay, so this was the basic introduction. And I think there are 5 more groups left for the problem statement confirmation. So I think for those groups, we'll have a discussion tomorrow and end up it soon. And I had a workshop planned for you people for last Saturday, which was not possible for the expert to conduct as he was suffering from a little bit fever. I think he had some medical reasons, so he did not appear. We have postponed it to this Saturday, right? So these constraints regarding your problem statement, it will be linked up, so you can share your queries with that expert. We'll be having a question answer session differently, and you can have a lot much to learn from that person. Right? So do attend that workshop. That attendance will be considered in your ISC uh, along with your this problem statement, right? So if you have any difficulty installation while installing this LaTeX, you can ping me. Keep this software on your machine installed, and try to go for these in say this code, because this will be appearing in your MCQs, right? So if you go once with this code, you'll be able to find out, because what I'll doing is in MCQs for LaTeX, you'll be having all your syntax and semantics. I'll be giving this kind of code snippet and trying to figure out that among the 4 options, which is the most probable correct output, right? So if I'm not using any of title alignment here, you need to know that if I go for center align, this will be my default one, right? So such things will be known to you only when you go through this code. Okay, so